History is filled with people encrypting their messages, trying to keep valuable information safe from prying eyes. However, any code that is solved becomes an unnecessary code. Join us on a journey to uncover the mysteries behind some of history's most famous codes and how they were inevitably solved. Number 1. The Zodiac Code. Let's begin with the enigmatic ciphers of the Zodiac Killer, an unidentified serial killer who struck fear into the hearts of Northern California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The killer taunted the public and authorities by sending encrypted messages to local newspapers. The first of these, called the Zodiac Killer's 408 cipher, was eventually solved by a high school teacher and his wife. They did so by ignoring spelling and swapping out homophonic sounds for each of the characters in the code. This method revealed the message to be a chaotic rambling of the killer's thoughts, a chilling solution to a code no one asked to solve. Number 2. The Caesar Cipher. Traveling back in time to ancient Rome, we encounter the Caesar Cipher, one of the earliest known substitution ciphers. This code, used by none other than Julius Caesar himself, involved shifting each letter of the message by a fixed number of positions. The emperor would shift the letters down 3 spaces. For example, A would become D, B would become E, and so on. The ciphering method became unnecessary when it was eventually cracked. People noticed that letters like D occurred more frequently than they should, suggesting it was actually being used as a vowel. By analyzing how often each letter appeared in the encoded message, cryptanalysts were able to decipher the original text and expose Caesar's secrets. Number 3. Tunny. Fast forwarding to the tumultuous times of World War II, we come across the Lauren Cipher, also known as Tunny. This German cipher machine was a complex and seemingly impenetrable code that created codes that could only be broken with a seemingly random string of characters also produced by the machine. Breaking this code was seen as an unnecessary challenge from how impossible the task appeared to be. But British codebreakers, led by brilliant minds like Max Newman and Tommy Flowers, rose to the occasion. They developed an incredible machine called Colossus, which could analyze the codes and create the key needed to crack the Lauren cipher and decrypt intercepted messages. Number 4. Navajo Code Talkers. Amid World War II, an unexpected yet highly effective code emerged: the Navajo Code Talkers. Native American Navajo soldiers were employed by the United States to transmit coded messages using their native language. In theory, the code was an easy one to break, being regular Navajo. Likewise, it could be deciphered by anyone at least familiar with the language. This may have seemed like an unnecessary risk to take, but the intricacies of the Navajo language proved formidable to the enemy, who were unaware of the language. While the code is widely known today, it remained unbroken by the Axis powers, helping the Allies secure victory. Number 5. The Visionaire Cipher. Lastly, let's unravel the mystery of the Visionaire Cipher, a polyalphabetic substitution cipher that employed a keyword to determine the shift value for each letter. Though the complexity of this cipher may have seemed necessary at first, it was eventually cracked through a process of elimination and clever analysis. Charles Babbage and August Kirchhoffs played key roles in solving this puzzle within a puzzle. Through techniques like the Kosinski examination, which involved finding repeated sequences in the ciphertext, they deduced the length of the keyword and successfully decoded the hidden message. The unnecessary complexity of codes has intrigued humanity for centuries, fueling a sense of mystery and excitement. However, history has shown that with determination and the right tools, even the most convoluted codes can be deciphered. The only thing unnecessary about codes is thinking they're unbreakable. And these stories of code breaking remind us that as long as there are secrets being kept, there will be those who are ready to solve them.